A while back ago, I was scrolling through YouTube and came across a video from my friend Ben from Ben's Watch Club. And in that video, he was reviewing a watch from Addie's Dive, the AD2030. The watch looked incredible for the price, and my goal was to review one at some point. Luckily, the company emailed me for a collab, and ladies and gentlemen, today I'm reviewing the mechanical version of the watch that Ben reviewed. Today we're checking out two dial color variants, and the reference number for this model is the AD2118, and it costs, get this, $109. By the way, the company's offering you guys an extra 25% off. The code is in the description, so incredible value on this one. Now that I have your attention and have these in hand, let's see what the hype is all about. Sure, these look great on pictures and video, but do they punch above their price point? And most importantly, are they worth your hard-earned money? Let's start with the specs of the watch. The entire case and bracelet are constructed of 316L stainless steel. The case measures in at 39mm, is 47.9mm from lug to lug. The thickness comes in at 14.5mm, and in between the lugs is 20mm. The entire watch with the unsized bracelet weighs in at 149 grams. Water resistant rating is 100 meters. And on the right hand side of the case, there's a signed 4.8mm screw down crown. I do have to say, in my opinion, the crown should be a little bigger. It's a little hard to screw in. The case design, of course, is that of the Rolex Oyster. I generally have an issue with homage watches that are one-to-one replicas. However, this watch clearly draws inspiration from Rolex and Grand Seiko, and I personally like it. The case and bezel have been mostly polished, and there's some really light brushing on top of the lugs. The biggest negative for me is the thickness of this case. 14.5mm is definitely on the thicker side. Also, the edges of the case, especially the edge of the corners of the lugs, are very sharp. Protecting the dial, there's a sapphire crystal that appears to have blue AR coating on it, and the dial is crazy in person. It really reminds me of a Grand Seiko dial. I have both the white version and a light blue version, and out of those two, it's really hard to pick a favorite. But ultimately, I like the white dial because, well, it reminds me of the GS Snowflake. When the light reflects on these dials, it evokes all kinds of feelings. The dial pattern really looked like ocean waves or snow. However, one thing that really needs to be revised is the company logo. This logo works for their dive watches, but I would love to see something more elegant on this version. The hands, along with the applied indices, are fully polished and look really good. I like the blue seconds hand, it's a nice touch. One element I'm a fan of is the date complication. This, along with 100 meters of water resistance, make this watch a perfect everyday watch. One thing I wish it had is lume, but thanks to the polished hands and indices, you may be able to tell the time if a little bit of light hits them. When flipping the watch over, there's a screw down case back that's been engraved with the company logo and some information about the watch. If you run your finger through it though, it does feel a little sharp. I think for future releases, a little less engraving may be a good idea. The 20mm Jubilee style bracelet is comfortable and better constructed than most entry-level Seiko watches. Pins are being used to size the bracelet. I would prefer screws, but for the price, it's perfectly fine. This bracelet does offer 5 micro adjust positions on the middle clasp, so I'm confident this will fit many wrists. I would, however, like to see a revision on the logo that's on the clasp as well. On my 6 7/8 inch wrist, the watch wears okay, it's super thick, but aside from that, it looks very elegant, and thanks to the 20mm lugs, you can put this watch on a number of different straps. If you would like to see another video of me showcasing this watch on different straps, please let me know in the comment section. The caliber powering this watch is the NH35 that has an approximate power reserve of 41 hours, can be hacked, hand wound. The caliber does beat at 21,600 beats per hour, and it's accurate to -20 plus 49 or 50 seconds per day. Look, this caliber is perfect for this watch. It's reliable and super inexpensive to replace. Sure, it's not the most accurate nor the thinnest movement in the market, but for the price of this watch, it's a great choice. Look, let's end with this. I've been fortunate to review and own a lot of watches in a lot of different price categories. This Addie's Diver watch has seriously left me speechless and wondering why a lot of companies charge thousands of dollars for their watches. Is this in the same level as a Rolex or a Grand Seiko? No, but it costs $100, and it certainly looks a lot more expensive than that. I'm confident that if this company makes some changes to this model, such as upping the finishing, upgrading the caliber, bracelet, slimming down the case, and making the crown a little bigger, even if the price went up, this would be a killer watch. Don't get me wrong, this watch is great for the price point, and I can't recommend it enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for the support. Let me know your thoughts on this watch and the company. Be safe out there and stay humble.